way. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on. Caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Go. He's looking downfield to throw. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Taken down. Short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will now get its first chance with the football. Will Wilson gets the start for this team and tries to get the offense rolling. DB's right up on the receivers. Gonna run it. It's Peterson. Finding some room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it. inside. It's raining. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. The keeper on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. And they got him.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got it set up on the outside. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Creates a little space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. It's complete to the left.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Might have a chance. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UTSA! Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fires left. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. catch in the middle. It's Hardy. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got it. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Right down the middle. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And he's in! Touchdown, Sacramento State! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And there's a crease. Got enough for the first. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Taken in by Smith on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the corner.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. And the defense is just about... Touchdown, Sacramento State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Skips away from pressure. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on going downfield for the big play. Got it down the field. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it, and he's going to
know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to...
Maybe some room here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Smith's got it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here comes the hurry up.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Boom. Back open in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads it downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the option. Keeps it on first down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Now on the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And it's the Roadrunners who will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Throws to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Handoff from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Running the red zone. It's Rainey. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll run the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On the option, quarterback keep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout, trying to get the football back. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Back to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.